My mission is to impact the hearts and minds of women, helping them change their stories and empowering them to love themselves, their bodies, and their lives. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Change Your Story podcast. I'm Hannah Dawson, your host and transformation coach. I'm a certified personal trainer, nutritionist, mindset coach, writer, speaker, and creator of the Fit Club Babes app, and I am here to help you transform your life. While I love teaching all things nutrition and fitness, and trust me, you'll get lots of that on here, my true passion lies in the power of mindset and self-relationship. I know firsthand how powerful a mindset shift can be. It has profoundly impacted not only my health and fitness journey, but also my relationship with myself, and it can do the same for you too. Many women believe as we age, we lose our beauty, body, and health, but that's not true. You can feel and look amazing and get better with age, and I'm going to show you how. Are you ready to change your story? Let's flip the script one thought at a time. Today, you guys, we're going to talk about something that I've been listening to that has really impacted me. And if you guys have heard of Tony Robbins, who hasn't heard of Tony Robbins? So I've been listening to a lot of him lately, and it's about raising your standards. So today I'm like, this is so good. I've been personally applying this in my own personal life, and it's just been life changing. I can say in the past week, how I felt last week has been different. From cutting out coffee to making myself get up in the morning and do cardio because I know I have to, because I literally sit on a computer all day. And if I don't do that, I'm not moving and I don't feel good. So I had to raise my standards this week, and it's been really challenging because I've been fighting against resistance. I've not wanted to feel like doing any of it, but I've been making myself, and the more you do it, the prouder you get and the more stronger you get, and the more like it's kind of like when you're walking in snow and it's fresh snow. And at first, like the first time you walk in, it's annoying because your feet are sinking in the snow. But the more you walk, the more it starts compacting and starts making like a trail. And so your habits kind of are like that as well. Like in the beginning, things are like hard. And then as you go, they start to make a pathway that is like, okay, like I've got this, right? So we're going to get right into it today. So you guys were talking about raising your standards. So I want to start by asking you this question, and you can write this down. You can think about this week, because ladies, we're 3 weeks down. 1 week left to go. And it's not going to be the end at the 1 week, but the way you set yourself up with your habit stacking, with your just for today, with, being consistent with a minimum effective dose on the days that you can't do your ceiling, you can do your floor, that minimum effective dose. And so it's really important to know that like 1 week left is not the time to quit. I know it can be discouraging if you feel like you've fallen off track, even at one day, but I want you to really think about that all or nothing mindset, that it's not like you miss one day and everything's wiped out, or you have one bad meal and all your hard work is wiped out. It doesn't work like that. You just keep going and you figure out what's the next thing that you could do that would get you back on track. When you fall down, when a baby falls down, a baby doesn't stop trying to get back up. It keeps trying. It doesn't even think about that. It's got a goal and the goal is to get up and the goal is to walk and grab everything it can. And so you have a goal. And so you need to see every time you fall down or mess up, nothing's going to get in the way of the goal. You're just going to keep going, because eventually you're going to get there if you don't stop. So one thing that I want to talk to you today, and like I said, this has been really impactful, and I hope it's as impactful for you as it has been for me, is this mindset around your standards, raising your standards. Okay, so here's a question for you. What would your life look like if you decided to stop settling and start raising your standards in every area of your life, in your health, nutrition, training, overall wellness? What would that look like? What would that look like for you? Because it's about setting higher expectations, ladies, for yourself and aligning your actions with the person you aspire to be. Does this mean that you're going to and do everything perfectly. No, it doesn't. But it means that you are going in the I'm not even going to use that word right now because we're just gonna fumble it. It means that you're going in the direction of your goal. And so, you have to see, this is something so powerful that I have learned is you have to align your goals with the highest version of yourself, but that doesn't mean that that's in the future. That means that that's right now. That means that that's right now. So you have to start thinking in the moment of now, not tomorrow, not next week. You have to do the things that your future self would do right now. That is the most powerful thing. If you can get that, your life will change drastically. You have to raise the bar for yourself. You have to show up as the person that you want to be now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, not next month, not after vacation, now. What are you doing today? All right, it's really important. We're going to go kind of over why standards matter is because your standards are the baseline for what you will or won't tolerate in your life. All right, if you set your standards low, you're going to accept excuses, you're going to accept inconsistencies, you're going to accept mediocre results. That's the truth. If you have been letting things slip, and we all do it, awareness brings clarity. Clarity brings awareness, both. You'll be able to see the areas that if your standards are low, because it's an area you don't feel good in. When you discipline yourself to do the thing that you said that you were going to do, it builds confidence and trust in yourself. It's like you set your standard and you stuck to it. And it builds this confidence. And so if your confidence is low, if your self-esteem is low, it's because you're not keeping your commitments to yourself. It's because you know that your ability is so much more than you are putting in. It's kind of like the good enough mentality. How you do one thing is how you do all things. It's like, how do you work? How do you work on yourself when nobody's looking? How do you do your workouts when nobody's around? How do you meal prep and eat when nobody's around? It's not about what you put out, but it's about what you put in when nobody's looking, because that's where everything is built. It is built in the quiet. It is built before everybody gets up. It is built when everybody still is up and you decide to go to bed earlier. When you raise your standards, you create clarity. You create clarity and direction. And that is so powerful and important because they determine your daily actions, habits, and ultimately your outcome.
Hey there, my beautiful ladies. Coach Hannah here. And I wouldn't be doing my job as your coach if I didn't tell you about the Fit Club app. It is something that I have crafted just for you. Yes, you. This app is your gateway to a transformed body, mind, and life. From my personal experience and years of coaching, I understand the struggle of finding the right path in health and fitness. And that is exactly why I created this app. It is to provide you with a complete transformation experience that supports you every step of the way. I have poured everything I have learned from my fitness journey and coaching into this app. It is designed not just to help you escape the exhausting cycle of yo-yo dieting, but to guide you in truly enhancing your life through health and fitness. So let's go over what is inside the Fit Club app. You are going to get personalized training programs. These programs are tailored to your fitness level and your goals. These programs are here to ensure your success. And we have over 25 programs to choose from. Then you're going to get nutritional guidance. So we have a whole nutritional section packed with easy to follow recipes, meal prep tips that fit seamlessly into your lifestyle and your family's lifestyle. We have nutrition education. We've also got a mindset coaching section to help you with strategies to break down mental barriers and build a mindset for success, to help you set goals, to help you go over your wins. We have progress tracking and journaling tools to help you visualize your achievements and reflect on your journey. And lastly, but most importantly, we have a supportive community of incredible women who are all about uplifting each other and sharing the journey. So if you are ready to change your story and step into a life where you feel stronger, healthier, and truly unstoppable, click the link in the show notes. Save the Fit Club app directly to your phone and start your 7-day free trial today. Join our community and let's make fitness a rewarding part of your life. I am so excited to see you thrive and can't wait to see you inside.
So a high standard, for example, with your nutrition could be meal prepping instead of leaving it last minute. So then you're going through the drive-through, even at Starbucks, even at, you know, that egg spinach wrap, it's okay, but set standards. If you set a standard for yourself to prep your food, then prep your food. It doesn't have to be fancy or it doesn't have to be pretty, but stick to your standards. Do the thing extra that you need to do to get the result you want. You're not going to get to where you want if you keep doing what you've always done. You have to do things differently. You have to set yourself up for success, and then you need to show up. And no matter how you feel, no matter how tired you are, no matter, what is going on, you have to keep that commitment no matter what. So let's talk about the area of nutrition of raising your standards, because this is something, this is something I personally resonate with. And I think most women resonate with is, really shifting your mindset around nutrition. What's the easiest option for me to grab? Then what's the best fuel for my body, right? When we set our standards high, we are making sure that what we are putting in our body is going to allow us to show up energetically in our performance, in our mental health, in satiation, foods that are going to keep us fuller longer, that are going to benefit for our health. And so you also have to be willing to go, what are the standards I'm going to set for myself when it comes to nutrition? So example, your macros, tracking your macros. If you said you're going to do it, right? Get really good. Here's the cool thing about when you say you're going to do something. Oh, I loved this. I wrote this down. This just came to me now and I want to share it. When you make a decision to do something, the is it the Latin word for it, or I think it's the Latin word, I could totally be wrong, is incision. So it means to cut off. And it means that when you make a decision, you cut off all other options and you follow through. And you essentially burn the boat, right? You make the decision to follow through and you keep going. So if it's to track your macros, get really good at tracking your macros. Find all the fastest, easiest ways you will. Once you make the decision to track your macros, you're going to find ways to make tracking your macros easy. It's what we do as a human because we want to find the thing that's going to take the least amount of energy. That's what our brain tries to do. So you'll start implementing your meals and saving them. So all you have to do is track them really easily. Like you'll find ways. If you want it, you'll get it, but you have to want it bad enough and you have to have a standard for it. Another one is choosing whole nutrient dense foods over processed food. This will be life-changing. Not that there's anything wrong with processed foods, but here I want to make this is that, a lot of food that is processed has stuff in it that is made to get us addicted. It's like heroin. It's like cocaine. It messes with your hormones. It messes with your mental health, your moods. I mean, they see it in kids with all the dyes and all the sugars. It happens to adults too. Our crashes that we have are the cravings that are uncontrollable. And then we feel down. We feel high 1 minute, low 1 minute. A lot of it is in our food. So just making the shift to set our standards higher for what we're going to allow in our body. If you treat your body like a Corvette or like a Ferrari instead of a Chevette, it's going to look like that. If you start putting that fuel in, you're going to get the body you want. It's going to look and feel and function and perform amazing. What about setting standards to stay consistent even on the weekends, right? That's another one. Us ladies, we'll just do it for the week. And then the weekends, we just, oh, whatever. The weekends don't count. The weekends count. So, how could you best set yourself up and set your standards higher for the weekends? Like, no more eating out. Maybe you just do that and you find, like, really, if we want to have pizza, I'm going to make homemade pizza. Or, I don't have food prepped on the weekend, so I fall off. Well, then prep your food on a Thursday so that you have meals for the weekend. Or when you do prepping, prep extra and throw them in the freezer. So even if your family doesn't want to be on board with you, nobody can make you eat food that you don't want to eat or that doesn't align with your goals. You choose that. So you can also choose foods that align with your goals. Stop letting your fear and limited beliefs going, oh, well, I have to eat exactly what my family eats. And I don't want to do two different things. And I don't want to be overwhelmed. Girl, you are making excuses. That is fear. That is fear trying to limit you from getting your results. For some reason, you have fear of feeling really good and making decisions and what people are going to say when you actually take control of your life and go, I don't want to put that in my body. I just don't. I want to feel good. And this food makes me feel good. And you can eat that, sure. But I'm choosing to eat this, whether it's your family or friends. You get to choose. Nobody can force you to eat the stuff that doesn't make you feel good. Nobody can force you to go off track on the weekends and drink bottles of wine every night, or, if that's your thing. Nobody forces you to do that. That's a choice that you make. Raise your freaking standards, because when you raise your standards in one area, it's going to shift every single area. You know the area that's keeping you stuck, and you know where you're like, I am not leveling up. I am not. Let's talk about training. Training, raising your standards. Stop exercising for the sake of it, for the sake of just going to exercise classes or doing spin, or maybe you're even in the fit club. Well, you should be if you're watching this, but maybe you're not staying consistent with your workouts, or you're doing random workouts in the fit club, but you're not committing to a program. Girl, you want to see success. You want to see the sculpted tone muscles. You want to get stronger. You want to have energy. You are going to have to show up and follow a program and track it and get stronger. Set standards for yourself. Push yourself in every session. Increase your weights when you can. Focus on, form over speed. Get technique down. If you're not sure, film it and send it to me and ask for feedback. I have quite a few of you actually that I'm so proud of you for filming your workouts when you're just doing your workouts and sending them to me and going, hey, does this look right? Can you critique this? And I'm happy. I love it. You're never bugging me. All the questions in the world, I get excited. It's like you're filling my tank. Like if that was my love language, I'm like, yes, I get to do what I love to do, and it's to help you on this journey. And just be consistent. Schedule your workouts in the app. Raise your standards. Schedule your workouts. Stick to them. Non-negotiable. They're in the calendar, just like a doctor's appointment, just like your beauty appointments, just like your kid appointments. Stick to it. This is going to make you feel better. What about your health? You know, every time you show up, you are raising the standard for who you are becoming. Raise your standard for rest. Raise your standard for hydration. Raise your standard for stress management, whatever that may look like to you. Nobody can make you raise your standard. Nobody's going to push you to do it. There is no coach. I can give you these tools, but I can't make you do it. You have to be your own biggest boss, cheerleader, coach, and make yourself do the damn thing. And when you make yourself do the damn thing, you're going to feel so damn proud. Prioritize your sleep, ladies. I don't know how many women I hear, but yeah, but it's my only time at night. But then guess what? You don't get up in the morning and you are flying by the seat of your pants. Coffee, clothes, kids screaming. Maybe not. Maybe it's you're not a mom and but you're, just a girl boss. You have your own job, but you're still flying by the seat of your pants and you're letting the day run you instead of running the day. Go to bed 15 minutes earlier. Shut it off. Get up 15 minutes earlier. Meditate. Write in a journal. Say gratitude. Drink your coffee. I'm going to have a sip. It's not coffee, by the way. It's tea. Raise your standards for what you expect of yourself, and everything will change. I care for my body as a reflection of my self-respect. That's a standard. I care for my body as a reflection of self-respect. Have some self-respect. Raise your standards, stick to it because you respect yourself enough to stick to it just like you would anybody else that you respect. All right, let's finish this up, you guys. All right, I have a question for you. What is one area you can immediately raise your standards today? Journal this, okay? What is one area? Maybe it's in your nutrition. Maybe it's in your training. Maybe it's in your health. Your new standard is not about being perfect. It's about being intentional and consistent. When you raise your standards, your results will rise too. You guys, I'm going to leave you with an affirmation, okay? And you can write this down or you can come, this will be posted, all right? Maybe I'll copy it, write these underneath the video so you have these, okay? This is affirmation. I want you to say this. There's not going to be one video where I'm not tongue-tied saying words like tongue-tied. Anyways, okay, I'm going to say this properly. I am raising my standards because I deserve to live a life that reflects my highest potential. The better standards, the better results. I'm going to say it one more time. You can say it with me. I am raising my standards because I deserve to live a life that reflects my highest potential. The better my standards, the better my results. Just keep saying that because words are powerful. Your thoughts are powerful. Your words are powerful. It literally gives your body direction. Thoughts and words will manifest into whatever you're speaking. And so this is a good one for another mindset or words. Be very mindful of the standards you set, that your words and your thoughts are aligning with that version. Don't undo what you're trying to do by canceling it out by what you're saying. Don't speak doubt. Don't speak negative. If you start speaking, that could be a standard, the way you speak to yourself. Don't allow yourself to put yourself down, both in your thoughts and your words or other people. You have to raise your standard for the way that you speak to yourself because what you speak to yourself waters you like a flower. If you don't give a flower water or sun, it's not going to grow. That part of you that you want so badly needs waters, sun and water on it of love, of words of affirmation, of words of encouragement, of action, of moving your body, of nourishing and raising your fucking standards. There's that for you. Let's finish with an F bomb. Why not? That's it. That's all, you guys. I am so excited that I got to be here with you to finish that off.